SMSing up teasers again. But does Wonyoung hate IVE? SSERAFIM's new song Afterlife, more BLACKPINK rumors, cause of course, duh, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also follow me on Patreon and all of my other social media, but let's get into it. SAR. and it's not funny anymore. Red Velvet is of course set to have their comeback real soon with Chill Kill, or another variation of that spelling, as we'll come to see. But of course, despite fans being super excited for this comeback, there have been a couple of hiccups. First was the upload quality of some of the teaser images. So it seems that Yeri posted on her bubble the HD versions of her own teaser pictures, basically saying that she was curious why the originally uploaded versions were lower quality. So we see this tweet here. Yeri uploaded the HD copies of the teasers last night through her bubble account. Well, if you know it's the HD version of something that was already uploaded, I think I'm safe showing this, right? I just won't show the bubble message itself. She also mentioned how surprised she was that the teasers were uploaded in low quality, so she asked for the clear photos of all the members to upload on her Instagram. Did she end up doing that? Let's just give it a quick look. Okay, well, aren't these pictures just absolutely stunning? It's reminding me so much of Psycho. And then of course the bubble message, if we read the translation, image quality. I also wonder why it all went up to low resolution. So I asked for high definition, so I uploaded it a day later. So this ironic situation where only my Instagram has high definition. Then the emojis. It also seems Irene was complaining about the quality of the photos as well on Bubble. I came here after such a long time. You've been doing so well while seeing the teaser photos, right? I like the pictures because they came out well. The quality isn't good, right? So naturally this led a lot of people to be angry at SM Entertainment because why are the idols doing a better job at promoting the song than the company itself? It should fall on the company to be doing this type of promotion, right? Like you should have like HD images as a priority. But of course that wasn't it because there was a set time where the album details were going to be uploaded. But then it was announced that there was going to be a delay. So the announcement of the delay was made on Twitter where Red Production cited the need to improve the album details completeness as the reason behind the postponement. The tweet below this, how many times are you going to mess up? Like, damn. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Right?
Oh, I love this video so much. So the translation is, hello, this is Red Production. We would like to inform you that Red Velvet's third full-length album, Chill Kill, which was scheduled to be released at 0000 today, has inevitably been postponed to 6 p.m. today in order to improve its completeness. We would like to express our sincere apologies to the fans who have waited for a long time and ask you for your understanding. Thank you. So this was, of course, posted to the RVSM Town account on Twitter/X. Which just kind of added on to this frustration that fans have been feeling towards SM Entertainment and their promotion of Red Velvet's new comeback, with Wendy going on Bubble to say don't wait and sleep and also apologizing to fans. But then finally, as promised, the album details were uploaded. But you know, the completeness was definitely not, maybe it was a little too complete, shall we say. There are a couple extra letters here and there. So let's take a look at what people noticed. Red Velvet who? I only know Red Velevet. So take a look at this picture. Yep, an extra letter. And then apparently it says Silkill instead of Chillkill. Oh, Silkill. Okay, so this whole Silkill thing. So of course we do have the proper spelling at times right here, Chillkill. But of course, let me know what you think about all of this, because the way these things happen, it really makes me believe that it's not a mistake. It's not just an oversight. So let me know your theory on that as well, because here's what I think. Of course, mistakes can be made all the time. This isn't the first time that we've seen like album mistakes on albums, right? But when it comes to SM Entertainment, like, I don't know, I'm always so like, I just don't believe that anything is not made for buzz, if that makes sense. Like, I used to genuinely believe that albums were like months in preparation, or like music videos were months in preparation, and then you find out like, oh, like they didn't even film their music video yet and like it's coming out soon. Like, oh, they filmed it like a week ago, or like, I don't know. Sometimes things are just done so quickly. And I guess it makes sense, because if you want to release content, it's probably a lot of money to plan things super in advance. And there's probably so much potential for something to go wrong long between then and the time of the release, so it's better to just do things a little bit last minute. You know, like the fast fashionification of K-pop. You just release things very quickly with very little time to think about it, if that makes sense. Because even not too long ago, we had that issue where there was teasers for NCT coming out and they forgot to crop out Tae's injury on his leg. You know, that's a little bit like, is that really an oversight? Is that to create buzz? Because at the end of the day, you're still going to support NCT. You're still going to support Red Velvet, even though you're so mad at the company. So it is these minor little things that create buzz, because K-pop fans love to be mad at things, but you're still going to buy. And if anything, more people are talking about it now, and then more people are probably going to buy. Do you know what I mean? It's like this endless cycle. So I question absolutely everything, whether it was purposely put into something to create buzz, because K-pop fans will sit there and give you a thesis about why this company is horrible and still buy all the damn albums. So in reality, we like to get mad at things and think we have control over something. We really don't. But of course, let me know what you think about all of this. But most importantly, do you think that SM does this specifically to create buzz? There's this video going around of IVE Wonyoung and an IVE lightstick plushie. Let's take a look. So of course she has two plushies in her hands. One's a rabbit, one is the IVE lightstick, and she seems to put the IVE lightstick aside to admire the bunny more. This of course led a lot of people to think that she really did not care about that IVE lightstick, because it looked like she put it down quite quickly. People of course saying that she doesn't care about IVE, that she hates IVE. But in the longer version of the clip, you know, she kind of seems like she's admiring it a little bit, but then she goes and admires the other plushie. I feel like it's quite normal behavior, right? Like I have to admit, when you cut the longer video, it does look funny because it she just looks like she's like, okay, next, you know. But in the longer version, of course, it looks like she is admiring it. You know, it is part of her past. IVE got her here. I know hard work, perseverance, all that does, but you get my gist, right? You get what I mean. Now, of course, you have some people saying that she literally hates IVE. Look at how she disregarded the plushie. And then, of course, people defending her, basically saying that she literally can't do anything without being criticized, without being the villain in some way. Now, some people do think she wasn't like overly joyous about this plushie because Starship might have some rules in regards to the promotion of another group such as IVE. Now, you know, I don't know about that. It is a disbanded group that is part of two of their members past, right? Like I wouldn't think it's like a blacklisted thing to talk about as it would be if it was like an ex-member of a group or something like that, if that makes sense. But you never know. You never know. There are rules. There are probably so many rules put in place that we would side eye or wouldn't agree with, or be like, really? Is it that deep? You know what? Maybe she thought the lightstick was ugly, and that would be her right. It looks like she's lovingly caressing it, but just like in real life, this is real life. Woo. We like to joke about Delulu, but that was a moment. But much like life, you gotta let go of the past and move on to the future, which is clearly New Jeans. Oh my god, my problematic self is coming back. No, but genuinely, how do you expect her to react to this? It is a fan sign, what it looks like a fan sign to me. Do you want her to like sit there and cry and like hug it and love it and be like, oh my god, IVE won? You know, I was watching a video earlier and it's like, it was two members of a group and they were saying how they still don't talk casually to each other. I was gonna name the group, but I know people are gonna come for me. Sometimes it really is a business relationship and that's all it is. You can have fond memories of it, of course. It got you to where you are today. But I think her reaction was perfectly normal, perfectly reasonable, and it really does go to show how every single moment in your life as an idol is highly criticized. Because I know I would get canceled so fast because it would slip my mind. I would just like, I'd just push it away. I don't know, like I would push something away. I'd push a plushie away. I wouldn't notice something and it would happen so quickly. And I know idols go through like media training, but it would slip my mind. It would be so easily slip my mind. I don't know. But let me know what you think in the comments below. But we have a couple more Wonyoung IVE related stories, so let's keep going. It seems that within IVE itself, there are only a couple of members who have custom mics. And this has led people to feel a certain way about that. Because of course, we want all members to be completely equal. But when it comes to groups like SSERAFIM, like IVE, not all of the members are equal. And that's That's just the facts of the situation, right? Because we have idols within these groups who have been promoting for years before this. And then we have idols in the groups who this is their first time ever debuting. So the hierarchy, of course, there's a hierarchy. I didn't even screen record. Okay. Netizens divided on some IVE members having custom mics. So there was an online community post that the title says, "Why are IVE's Wonyoung's microphones different?" So Wonyoung's is the name for IVE's Wonyoung and Yunjin, right? Of course, looking at this photo, we see Wonyoung with her pink sparkly mic, and then Kyle here just has a black standard microphone. Are they either using ones they received during their IVE days? I was watching a video for either way, and it looks like they're the only ones with custom mics. Although they do not all have custom mics yet, they have all received custom headset mics for their 1-year anniversary last year, as we can see here. So here's what some netizens had to say. The Wonyoungs and ISO have custom mics, and the rest use normal mics. I was a bit sad to see this. So only some members have custom mics. This is the first time seeing something like this. Couldn't they just all not accept them? Can't the agency just give them all custom mics? Wow, I've never seen a situation like this. It's a bit strange. These are individual fan gifts. Did they receive this after debuting as IVE? Yes, it has been so long since they received them. I see. ISO, Yunjin, and Wonyoung have received them. The other members didn't receive them as gifts. Usually if they don't receive them for everyone, they don't accept them, but I guess they don't follow this system. And then this comment, I mean, they're provided standard equipment, of course, but these are customized by their individual fandoms, which makes it more special, in my opinion, than something ordered by their companies. Fans often fundraise to have these custom mics made for their faves. In my bias group, all members slowly accumulated custom mics over time as fans gradually bought them over the years. It's not surprising these two got custom mics first, since they already had fans from IVE days. Honestly, I think it's one of those normal fan gifts out there, since they're generally paid for by many fans raising money together rather than just one fan dropping a ton of cash and acting like their faves owe them something in return. Plus, it's functional and less personal than buying idols' lovey-dovey gifts. Such a non-issue. Those are gifts by their respective fandoms. You want the other girls to have one, gift them one. It seems ISO has one too, so it's not just Wonyoung and Yunjin who have them. So let me know what you think of that, because some of the comments are implying that they shouldn't have accepted these as gifts unless every single member would get the gift as well. So they would all have custom mics. Here's the thing, I agree with the prospect that, of course Yunjin and Wonyoung debuted in IVE. They literally have been idols for a couple years extra in comparison to the other members. And I always think about this because, of course, I would imagine their contracts are different. I would imagine that, when they were, once upon a time shopping for different companies after IVE's disbandment, that they were searching for not special treatment, but do you understand what I mean? They would, of course, search for something that fits their level of experience. You're not about to debut in a new group after having been in a very popular group for a couple of years with that expectation that you're going to be treated like a rookie. Like, I remember as well, there was a little bit of controversy, maybe not controversy, but people screaming favoritism when their dorm setup was revealed, because we had Yunjin, Wonyoung, and Liz who had their own individual rooms, and then the other 3 members were sharing a room. And of course I remember that there was mention of they asked who would want to share a room and who wanted more privacy, and whoever wanted to not be alone ended up not being alone. But it would also make sense if Yunjin and Wonyoung got their own rooms, do you understand what I mean? I don't know. It wouldn't make sense for them to start out as new idols because they're just not. But let me know what you think. Lastly, in IVE news, or rather IVE related news, we have SSERAFIM. Now, SSERAFIM have been in the US and they ended up at a Lakers game. And this clip in particular has been gaining a lot of attention.
Fans, so we have the group that sings the hit song Afterlife, the song the Laker girls just performed to. Fans, give a warm welcome to K-pop sensation SSERAFIM.
Okay, after what? So it sounds like he said afterlife, though people think he was trying to say afterlike, which brought people to assume he was thinking of IVE, IVE's afterlike, because the Laker girls, as he mentioned, were performing Anti-Fragile beforehand. So it's quite different. I mean, Anti-Fragile, afterlike, they both start with an A, I guess. He went off script. I don't even know. How do you... I'm always curious about the behind the scenes of these types of things. Does he have a teleprompter? Did he just really mess up? Was he thinking of Perfect Night? Which also wouldn't make sense because, again, the Laker girls are performing Anti-Fragile. Anyways, stream the Seraphim's Afterlike. More 50-50 news. Okay, so previously we mentioned that Kina went back to Attract and she would be the only 50-50 member to continue with 50-50. The only previous 50-50 member, because in recent news there's going to be 3 new 50-50 members. Attract announces plans to continue 50-50 with Kina and 3 new members. So if your group isn't working out, but it's a successful group with a successful name, just replace 3/4 of the members. With the announcement on November 2nd, we plan to reorganize 50-50 centering around Kina, who recently returned to the agency. We will recruit 3 new members and form a 4-unit group. So of course, let's see what some K-netizens have to say. I hope that when they're still making a buzz that they will get to shoot a lot of commercials. Ooh, good. I hope they succeed. Please re-record everything. I enjoyed listening to their songs so much. This is a way better choice. Let's pick a Renda. There's a Korean meme surrounding 50-50 to joke about the group's member lack of recognition. There was a question asked on FM Korea, kind of like Korra, about how the 50 members were called, and someone answered, they're called Shiosena, Aran, and Kina, which can also be read as Shiosena, Aran, Kina, and Renda. The term Renda comes from the shortened form of Rahanda, Renda, they are called. The person who asked the question mistook Renda for being a member. Oh. For the second members, if they pick one member called Renda, everyone will remember her well. What about Renda? I hope that the second version of the group shines bright and becomes successful. Aren't they doing a survival show with JTBC too? Or is that for another group? That was a question I had in the last video because I thought there was a survival group. Does that have anything to do with the new 50-50, or is Attract going to try to manage 2 groups? We shall see, I guess. And again, in the last video, I also mentioned how, it's just, I was joking about how it's so simple to just replace everyone in the group. And it made me think of like examples. And I was like, oh, I'm sure there's tons of examples. Of course, leave down in the comments below examples of groups who have just replaced most of their members. It really made me think about how replaceable you really are in this world. It's a very sad thought, but it's true. But I got to thinking about Rania, because we had Rania had so many lineup changes to the point where they completely changed their name and now they are Black Swan, right? That's an amazing example. No original members remaining. So there's that. We recently talked about how Lisa's Weibo account was seemingly terminated, possibly due to her Crazy Horse performances, right? But there's more to the story because it seems that there's luxury brands that have been distancing themselves from her. Now, on one hand, you have people saying like, oh, that's so wild that they would distance themselves from her because of the Crazy Horse performances. But then there are people who are saying that it's because actually she's just not with YG anymore. And because YG is the company that was facilitating all of these brand deals, these brand ambassadorships, then naturally, of course, why wouldn't these brands start deleting their content of her? But here's what this article has to say. On November 2nd, TV Report released an article in which an article within a YouTube video, an articleception, in which they claim that designer brands that have aligned themselves with Lisa's brand have been deleting photos of the idol. According to the report, the CEO of Bulgari has deleted pictures of himself and Lisa. Additional reports state that Celine and Bulgari accounts in China have hid or deleted all photos of Lisa. TV reports suggest that this might be due to the Chinese sentiment towards Lisa. As per the report, Lisa is facing a massive backlash due to her burlesque performance, and the Chinese market makes up over 20% of luxury goods sales internationally. But of course, this could also be because she might not be with YG anymore. I mean, the Crazy Horse performance could be one of the major telltales of that. Or not, because of course we also had Jennie in the Idol. I was gonna say, do you really think YG would have signed off on the Crazy Horse performances? But they did sign off on the Idol, so I don't really know. We're just left in this kind of limbo. This BLACKPINK limbo. But you know what? That's not it. That's never it. Here's what some K-netizens have to say. Wow, luxury brands are really sensitive to Chinese sentiment, especially considering how long it's been since her performance. The Chinese markets are so valuable. I don't think any other brands would use her. Reap what you sow. It's stranger to forgive an idol who performed at a strip show. It's not like someone forced her to do it. Reap what you sow. Now hurry up and take off your Kpop tag. LOL, congratulations. What is up with that when the LVMH owner and his son watched the show together? Whoa, I read that it was just some of the pictures that were deleted. It was all of them? But maybe in response to this, it seems that the CEO of Bulgaria has been posting a lot about Lisa on his stories. If we just take a scroll here, we just see a lot of reposts tagging Lisa in all of these, just post after post about her. And again, here's what some K-netizens have to think about that. They must not be concerned about China. Sidin also uploaded photos of Lisa. Korean netizens were overreacting from the start. I can't believe you guys are tipping the media off about a makeup brand CEO's Instagram. I guess it's only China that canceled her. Who is being nervous again? What do you mean people were overreacting? Do you think it'll be like nothing happened? Who was nervous? You? To be honest, people may have overreacted here, but Koreans didn't really care. Who criticizes an idol after checking a makeup brand CEO's Instagram? Even fans don't look in there. You guys are seriously psycho. I mean, if her photos were deleted from their Chinese accounts, I mean, the CEO of Bulgaria posting all those photos, it doesn't really... I don't think he has control over any other social media accounts except his own, is what I'm trying to say. But I don't know. But of course, it doesn't end there because we still have some more BLACKPINK rumors. So of course, before it was reported that only Miss Rosé signed back with YG Entertainment and all the other members were going off to do different things. So people seem to think that this is solidifying the fact that Rosé is the only remaining BLACKPINK member at YG because her and Hank are releasing a season's greetings. So here we have it. Season's greetings from Hank to Rosé to you 2024 coming soon. So rather than a group season's greetings, it's just Rosé and her dog. Of course, this is surprising to fans as BLACKPINK have only ever released one season's greetings and it was in 2021. I'm thrilled that my old bias is releasing her season's greetings and I already pre-ordered it. But in the back of my mind, there's this one question. Is this now good news for their contract negotiations with YG and as BLACKPINK? Or is this bad news? Does this mean only Rosé renewed her contract? So of course, these are just rumors as always until YG or the members themselves come out and say, hey, this is what we're planning to do in terms of our contract negotiations, our contract renewals. It's all speculation. But of course, let me know what you think. SSERAFIM and TXT spotted together. These SSERAFIM Yunjin and TXT Yunjin rumors are getting out of hand. It's really not as dramatic as you think. I came across this post and it's basically a picture from Yunjin's Instagram account. And in the top corner over here, you see a billboard for TXT. But it just made me laugh because it says, no, but why this picture? Like somebody was like mad enough to make a forum about this. She should have like edited SSERAFIM into that. I don't know. So here we see the Tomorrow by Together billboard and then a clearer picture of it. It just makes me laugh so much because again, like earlier we were talking about people like idols being scrutinized for absolutely everything. Man, she really should have thought that through and edited something else into it. Can you imagine if she had like put stickers over it and then people would have somehow seen it was a TXT billboard and they would have been like, well, why is she Xing out TXT? I think it's funny. Of course, the comments as well are a little iffy about this, right? Are you perhaps a loser? I'm a fan of Yunjin and TXT wasn't the only idol shown on that LED board. SSERAFIM was also displayed, you troll. I'm sorry. It's just so funny to me. Moving on to K-pop shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that have happened in K-pop recently. Boy Next Door announced their fandom name, which is One Door. Now, the first time I heard this, I was like, oh. But actually, I was reading some comments and it's kind of cute because it's almost sounding like wonder. One Door. So I kind of like it now. As for our song of the day, it is Sistar's Loving You. So I was just scrolling through my Everything and Anything playlist, which I will have linked below as well. And of course, Loving You popped up and I never remembered how much I loved this song, how much like I knew this song, you know? Some songs are just songs that you just like casually liked, but like I guess I loved this song back in 2012 when it came out because I'm like, I know the lyrics, like picturing the choreography. Is that the right choreography? I don't know. It's been a while. Okay, let's talk about love. 모두 휘파람을 보며. Oh, the vocals, everything, just absolutely beautiful. Perfect summer song in this November weather. We need to make a November playlist because there's songs like every November when it starts to get cold and people are like, this is a November release. Ditto is a November release. I don't know that it came out in November, but people associate it with November. I associate 21's Missing You with November. That might be my next playlist. I do have a K-pop dream to share with you guys today. So I was enjoying a nice summer breeze when suddenly there was a weather emergency. So I was with a bunch of people. It was like a cold weather emergency, but I was with either Bangchang and or Felix from Stray Kids. Maybe they were merged together for this dream. I don't really know. And Jinsel from Luna. and we were keeping each other warm. And that was it. It was just, I wasn't sure because it was like kind of Bangchan, but also kind of Felix. They were Banglix. Is that a ship name? I don't want to get into it right now. So I'm going to save the TikToks for another day, but thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who support this channel on a monthly basis. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm going to get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye! I didn't screen record and it's so sad. Why is that piece of hair? I just want to check out like myself and see where the misspellings are. Chill kill again. Where's the misspelling though? Did they delete it? Where's the misspelling? I can't find it. I'm looking diligently. I can't find the misspellings. I'm wondering because I can't find it. There it is. Red Velevet.